Wendy Williams' brother responds and exposes Wendy. Y'all, this is a mess. Hi, welcome to JOA. If you're new to my channel, please click subscribe and click the bell button so you'll be the first to know when I upload. I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe and click the bell. I'm sorry, y'all. This just crazy and too much. Okay, so watch this clip and I'm gonna come back with some more.
Feeling crazy right now. Wendy, this video's for you. Unfortunately, I just got off the phone with Daddy. Didn't watch the movie this morning. Didn't watch the show, I'm sorry, this morning. But he watched it this evening. Very upset, very disappointed, naturally. Really, this shouldn't be happening. It's crazy right now. Absolutely crazy. I asked you one question. Why didn't you go to the funeral? Why couldn't you call Daddy and let him know why? Why couldn't you, if it was that serious, if it was that much of a stance, then what was the problem? I was there when you came in on that night of the dawning of the wake. And you told us, you told Daddy that you had to race back to New York, handle business. You were only going to be in town for the viewing. We didn't even know. He didn't even know. I mean, it doesn't matter if I knew or not. Your father didn't even know that you were in town for the funeral, and you're out eating lunch with your ex and your son, which wouldn't be a problem, I guess. I guess if you had told your father that, or I mean, he was hurt. He's hurt. He's hurt, Wendy. That's why I'm here right now, because it's not fair. It's not right. It's painful. It's painful for him. It's painful for me. It's painful for the family. We have a small family, fragmented because of this. Because I've put my foot all the way in it, and I'm going to twist it, and I'm going to keep it in there. You could call me out. You could say whatever you want about me, Wendy. It's not about that, right? I'm married 21 years. You were married 21 years, right? It's not about Kevin. Kevin came to the viewing. I thought that was great. Thanked him. Thought it was wonderful. Showed his admiration and his love for mommy. That night was special, memorable. Fond memories. Mommy's still here all the time. I'm sure she doesn't understand, Wendy, why you didn't come to her funeral. Why'd you have to lie to Daddy and tell him that you were going to be back in New York and you were here? It's not right. And you have us holding him up. You have him asking me questions I don't know the answers to. He wants to know. He doesn't understand. There's an emptiness because of you. Because of your selfishness. Mental health, I get it. Grief, I get it. I'm grieving too. I love you. I do. I'm concerned, yes. Have I tried reaching out numerous times? You hang up, you don't call back. I'm not calling for me, I'm calling for Daddy. Like, this isn't right. And you just leave things just going, just let it go, whatever. That's not good. That's not fair. I'm doing what I need to do with Daddy all the time. Whenever I get a moment, I'm with that guy. Love him to death. Mommy wants us to stay strong as a family. That's all Mommy and Daddy wanted us to do. Wasn't much to ask. What are you doing? Like, why aren't you fostering the importance of family even to your son? We went to our grandparents or our grandfather's funeral and great-grandmother. Why'd you have to, I mean, why lunch? Why my videos? And then you're going to say you don't know anything about them. You know, come on, man. That's not good. You call me and you talk to me about the videos. Now, I'm not going to go back and forth with you, Wendy, over nonsense, because it's just that doesn't make sense. The main thing that I'm asking you, Wendy, is please tell Daddy why you didn't attend the funeral. And take responsibility for what you've done, the pain you're causing. And pick up the phone when he calls. I love you. And I'll always be here for you. And as I deal with this pandemic, just like everybody else on this planet, I'll always leave a light on for you. Because it's just about a conversation, and I wish one day we could sit down, or you could sit down with your father and explain some things. Because I think he has the right to know. I love our family and I love you. And I'll always wish you the best. And I'm not trying to step in the way of anything that you're doing. But I think that to have mommy gone and to move on like nothing's happened, and for you not to address this situation or address not going to your mother's funeral, to your father, I think that's a travesty.
So I personally didn't really care that Wendy went out with Kevin and her son, her ex-husband and her son, out to eat during the funeral. What I did just found it odd is she lied to her father, according to Tommy, and basically said that she has business to do. And I believe him, because there's not one thing that he said that I never believed in the video. I just simply, like I said, consistently, I think he's clout chasing. And the man said, "Say whatever you want about me, Wendy. I've been married 21 years. You've been married 21 years in the video." So I guess the wife maybe knows, or maybe she has a clue about what his antics are, what's been going on, or maybe he just really don't care about what's up, because now we're in different times, and maybe LGBTQ is more accepting now, so he doesn't care, and everything's out about her. And so, of course she does know about the videos. She knows about his videos. I do believe she read them in the comments, but they did talk about it. Wendy Williams' ex-husband even knows about the video, so they know Tommy Williams is making videos. And no, I really don't understand why she didn't attend her mother's funeral. I personally never really thought that she was very close with her parents. She always talked about being bullied by her parents, being treated wrong by her parents, and also being the odd one out of the two. Wendy was the eater in the family. She was the odd one. She wanted to be in radio. Her siblings, the teacher and the lawyer, the basic traditional roles you take when you are back in that time, where you either be a teacher, a lawyer, or a doctor. And so I think in my mind, subconsciously, she does have still bad animosity towards her parents, although she said she forgave them. But I think on the show, she had them just for us to kind of like fall in love. It's kind of like the American dream when you have two of your parents and, they're on a show and, you get to talk to them. And sometimes a lot of that is fake. So I personally don't feel like she was very close with her parents. And if you are an after show fan like I am, I used to watch the after show all the time. It always seemed like it was very blood, sweat, and tears whenever her parents visited her. I think it was more work for her than actual leisure and personal time, and more of a break. So I think that her parents were personally just, there for her, just as a brand versus in personal. And it's very hurtful and very sucks to say that, but that's how I feel. And there's word on the street. And y'all, let me just say this: just because it's not in the media, or just because I say something and it's not reported out there, that doesn't mean it's not true. I made a video about this, about Wendy going off on her brother for making those videos. Talked about it, and now this thing is happening. So just because it's not out there, that doesn't mean it's not occurring. So, I do feel like they weren't as close. And he said he reached out numerous times. Tommy reached out numerous times, and I do believe him. I do think he reached out numerous times. At the same time, what are you gaining from, putting this out on social media? Like, you're just making the situation even more worse. And so Wendy's brand was tainted from her husband. And now I think Wendy's going to taint her brand if she continuously talks about this on air. And Wendy, I know you saw a video or two of mine. So if you are listening, I think you should just keep this quiet. And maybe, get a lawyer, get a cease and desist on them, because This shouldn't be handled on social media, and it's very saddening that there's a rivalry between them online in front of us to see. Yes, I'm a blogger. Yes, I talk about this, but I have a heart and I have a soul, and I don't think this should be displayed on social media at all whatsoever. And Tommy, shame on you, dude. Like, she's wrong in her ways not going, but you're also wrong another way. Like, you're clout chasing, using her name. Your title of your video is clout chasing. Like, the way he's titling his video now is similar to the blogger he did an interview with, and similar to how I title my videos, and similar how other YouTubers title it. So, and word on the street is that he actually basically were emailing bloggers for interviews for his podcast because he wants to promote this. He's really trying to change careers, to change switching careers. And this is right when the passing of their mother happened. This is right when the start of the YouTube. Yes, he's done YouTube and he has videos done before that, but it's now I'm back. It's now more consistent now ever since this drama with him and the mother passing away and so on and so forth. So, dude, get off of social media. Wendy, I really don't, I mean, I'm open to hearing. I'm curious with my popcorn, but at the same time, if I were you and this continued on, I would simply just send a cease and desist. And make sure you hire a good lawyer. We don't need that cease and desist that you son B. Scott with all them grammatical errors. We don't need that. Make sure you hire a great lawyer. And it sucks to say that because it's your sibling, but it's the only way he'll shut up, And the man said he don't give a damn. He been married 21 years. Tom was like, I don't care if I'm how you doing. I don't care. I've been married 21 years. So, I think he is. And it's not the fact that he is the problem. I had a commenter comment about, so if he's gay, it's the fact that he's married. Okay, he's married to a woman. I despise, I hate people that marry a woman, aka called a beard, just to throw this facade that they're straight when in reality behind closed doors they're with the man down the street or the man with the mall under the stall doing something. You see what I mean? And I hate that and I despise that. There's nothing wrong with you being gay. Something wrong with you being deceptive. That's the issue there. But anyways, let me know what you think in the comments below. Please do subscribe and click the bell so you will be the first to know when I upload. Deuces. Yay.